Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm going to give a Reaver's Fate here on old Reaper 1 a shot. I know we can do it on Elite. That's not a problem. But we'll see if we can remember how to do it on R1 here. I say it's not a problem, and then I remember that it's timed, and it's such a pain.
The Storm Reaver's voice reverberates through the room.
This was, talk about story time, this was one of the first quests, or first raids that we were taught how to solo by Precious. Precious, for those of you who don't know, is a guildie of ours, who specialized in playing DDO solo. He kind of taught us a lot of solo and short man. And he really set a lot of my philosophy in DDO. Through a lot of my builds. So a lot of self-reliant character types came together. Specifically due to feedback and insights from Precious. Alright, so we can burst a few times to give ourselves that hit points back.
There's a guy I thought ahead. Mister, I played a 1 thief 15 wizard for the longest time.
Yep. Again, I feel like people who think ahead and can think through a problem in a really deep and meaningful level are few and far between. And those people who can think through are nowhere near appreciated to the levels where they should be.
Strikes the floating orb, igniting it with energy.
So we're just gonna knock down the Storm Reaver here. We're gonna try to kind of blast him down to a little less than a quarter.
Anger flares in the Storm River's eyes.
Just a hair.
Gravity has no control over you.
With gravity defeated, we can fly, Tobrel.
Yay!
Alright, we got some Fear Reapers live here. Let's take care of that problem. Also, back in the day, my poor laptop had so much problems. We'd come into this quest, people would spam dancing balls to the point where I barely could move. So a couple of quick tips and tricks. Stay out of the very, very middle as you get thrown up in the air. You notice a big hole up there, and that hole is full of bad news bears. Really? Okay.
With energy.
Clean up these air elementals really fast. Check on the balls here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about halfway. Halfway spinning. Oh, we're just getting thrown around like a rag doll today, aren't we? Looks like that's going to light up another speed ball. Let's see. For those of you who have never heard the Clankenbeard explanation to this raid, is pretty funny. Basically, the Storm Reaver, all of his air conditioning in his castle here has gone out. and he's super cranky, and you have been asked to come in here and get him cooled off so he's not quite as cranky as he has been.
I mean, wouldn't you be cranky if that was the case?
Yeah. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get him to turn on his ceiling fans, and he's got like 9 of these bloody ceiling fans. He just won't turn the bloody things on. He's just like stubborn. So you have to like prod him a little bit to get him to turn these ceiling fans on. But once you get all the ceiling fans turned on, it's still not enough to cool him down. So what happens is eventually he is good enough to cast fly on you, so you can fly up and toggle the circuit breaker to re-turn on his air conditioner. The problem is, once you toggle his air conditioner, it turns out that he's forgotten the programming on his remote to his air conditioner, and you have to go in there and re-toggle or fiddle with his remote controls to be able to turn on his air conditioner. If you do, he peacefully goes off to his chill out chair and lets you loot some stuff and like some final payment and leave now that he's finally starting to get some temperature relief. I feel like that's one of the most valid explanations for this quest. Alright, we're getting close to where I want to kind of park the Storm Reaver here. We got our charge for regenerating mana, I think. We're regenerating mana now, at least. So we want to get our life total filled back up, and we want to get our mana bar refilled if we can.
The ball strikes the floating orb.
Alright, so what do we have left? We have... Alright, no more spinny balls. So let's get Fly. Alright, get knocked down. What Reaper do we have here?
With all the others, when
Carnage Reaper?
sacrifice cleanses the world of giant kind for God.
Alright, now flying up here is actually pretty tricky. It's not bad, especially if you kind of know the route a little bit. But if you are not careful and you get a little bit too close here, a little bit too close there, you can easily get yourself ticked. Alright. And unfortunately, you cannot just detour back. You gotta fly back out. If you don't fly back out, you're stuck. I try to run back out. But you have lots of time. You should be able to make it no problem. Alright, so now this next puzzle is Minesweeper. Again, I'm going to do it the way I was taught by Precious. And hopefully we'll have time to figure things out. The last time I came in here on Reaper mode, the elementals, there were enough of them to keep me... Like, I had mentally solved the puzzle, we knew the answer. But they continued to just knock me down. And I was unable to... God, I want to shoot the things, but I also need to work my way down and backwards, which is very difficult to do when you're flying.
The ball of lightning strikes the floating orb, ignited with energy.
Alright, so we want to be as close to this force field as possible when we knock this Storm Reaver down. He should be pretty close to done. A good volley or two here should hopefully take care of it. And I would not be opposed to getting a charge again.
staggering and bloody.
Alright.
A haze of madness flickers and
Fire off spells while we're flying here.
Reaver's eyes.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to solve 3 of each color.
While a bank of skulls
So we'll go 3,
lines
3,
the
3.
road.
And then at some point we'll get a white.
To count down.
So leave me alone. This is where a second person is a real help. Alright, so we know the last ball is going to be blue. Zombie form also slow down your casting? Come on. Alright, we know one of the 3 balls are green. Alright, one of them is 3. So we know 3 of the 4 here. There's our first knockdown. Looks like we got a reasonable amount of time still on the clock, so we should be okay. Right, so not purple. And if I remember correctly, there are 6 of these. So if there's none in this one... Come on, game. Alright, which there is. So, we can set this one to blue and forget it. So now we just got to fiddle with these 3. So what we're going to do is green and 3 here. So there's only a couple of combinations left.
The selection was
We got all but one of them, but now it's highlighting that it's not there. So which one of these is not there? Oh, we overturned the 3rd one, so we know which one is wrong. It's this one. Now we just gotta get the lever pulled.
the selection.
We did it! We are the wieners, my friends. Alright, so that was 437 Reaper experience and 34,505 regular experience. And it took us 12 minutes. That's not bad. I'll take that for a completion. Thank you, Thakar. USS Fat Halfling to you too, my friend. But also no soul stones. Alright, so this fancy chest right here is our raid chest that can drop awesome stuff. Like +3 tomes, named loot, etc. We'll probably get nothing, but... Ooh, no, I lied. We got 3 Caneth essences. Oh man, raids are whack. So there you go, folks. That's every quest in Giant Hold. So if you have a question through any of those quests, hopefully you can go back, find the quest, take a look at it. But if you need to ask somebody a question, feel free to use the comment section. I check them fairly regularly. I do answer back to the best of my ability. You can come and catch us live and ask your question. I'll do my best to answer whatever your question is whenever you ask it. And yeah, please smash that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you again very soon. Toodles.